Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Coming up on Newsbreak. What's going on with Britney Spears? We meet some Bandicoot Guardians and a swimming car. But before we get into that, why don't you hit subscribe? Please. Pop star Britney Spears is set to address a court over a decade-long legal battle with her father. It's all about who has control over her personal and professional life, and it sparked the fan-run movement, #FreeBritney. Here's Leela.
Britney Spears is one of the most successful pop stars of all time. But when it comes to her personal life, it's been, well... You see, being in the spotlight hasn't always been easy, and when Britney was younger, she struggled with her mental health and was eventually placed under a conservatorship. That's a court order which gives control over someone's property and affairs to another trusted person, because it's believed they can't care or make decisions for themselves. In Britney's case, she had joint conservators, one of which was her father, Jamie Spears. Since then, many fans say Britney has no control over her life and is being forced to stay in this agreement. The #FreeBritney has been used by fans and celebrities to share messages of support and even organise protests.
Conservatorships have got to go, hey, hey!
As a healthcare worker, I've seen a lot of people suffer under conservatorships.
Britney has stayed pretty quiet on the topic, but that's about to change. In a court hearing tomorrow, she's set to speak for the first time about the arrangement. It's unclear what she will say, but a lot of fans will be watching closely to see what's really going on.
Sorry, Greater Sydney, but it's time to get ready for some new COVID restrictions. Masks are now compulsory whenever you're indoors, except for at home, of course. Household visitors will be limited to 5 guests, and outdoor events will have a 50% capacity. New Zealand has also paused its travel bubble with the state for at least 72 hours. It's because of a COVID cluster that's now grown to 31 cases, and authorities want to make sure the outbreak stays under control. We're about to meet a couple of fluffy dogs who have been tasked with an important job: protecting bandicoots. They're part of a trial in Victoria that's looking at new ways to protect the endangered animals in the wild. Here's Paul.
These little guys used to run wild all over the Grampians in Victoria. But today, because of predators and people, they're nearly extinct.
They do exist in behind big fences and on islands where they're safe, but on the normal mainland, paddocks like this, they're not around.
Now there's a plan to help them stay protected on the mainland, and it's all to do with these big fluffy guardian dogs.
Come on, Wednesday.
Meet Wednesday and Terzo. They're a special breed called Merimas, and they naturally protect flocks of other animals. They've been successfully used to protect colonies of penguins before, and now they're going to do the same for bandicoots. 20 eastern barred bandicoots have just been released at a trial site in Victoria, along with some other fluffy animal friends, sheep. See, the bandicoots don't naturally flock together, so the plan is that dogs will protect the sheep, and any predators that come nearby will notice the dogs and get scared away. It's taken years of planning, and if it goes well, it's hoped that more bandicoots will make this area home. And it'll all be thanks to the work of dogs like Wednesday and Terzo.
Welcome to the Innovation Station here at BTN. Today, I'm going to ask the machine for a fun segment to end the show with. Innovation. I should have guessed. Forget going for a drive to the ocean. How about a drive on the ocean? A group of friends from Egypt have made their dreams of driving a car on the open water a reality. Aside from the engine, they make the cars almost entirely from scratch using local resources and engineers. But if you want one for yourself, a custom model will set you back anywhere between $25,000 and $60,000 dues. This massive mural of legendary innovator Alan Turing has just been unveiled at Britain's government security headquarters, aka the home of spies. The 10 by 10 metre artwork was completed just in time for what would have been his 99th birthday. Often dubbed the father of modern computing, he was an expert code breaker, responsible for helping British intelligence during the Second World War. And finally, this is how astronauts in China's space program have been training. Yep, it's all underwater to simulate the weightlessness of space. The suits themselves weigh about 120 kilos, so they had to be lowered in with the help of a robot arm. This tank is an innovation in itself, measuring in at 10 metres deep and 23 metres across, making it the largest in all of Asia. Well, that's all the news we've got for you today. In the meantime, don't forget, you can always hit subscribe because we'll be back again tomorrow. See you then.